Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to a brand new video for you guys today. Welcome to channel. Feeling good. Your boy is back with another FC26 video for you guys today, this month, this week, this year. Hope you're all in good health and safety. Hope you're all enjoying yourselves and having a nice day as we do some more rivals. We got to get our rivals points in. It's Monday. We won't do Gauntlet today. Usually we do Gauntlet every Monday, but I might just hold off on Gauntlet till maybe Wednesday. So I can actually it's usually on Wednesdays I don't do anything when it comes to FC because I'm usually done with all the things I need to do. So either Wednesday or Tuesday, depends on if I get rivals done today. I might only play for like three wins today, so might have to do another. We're at 17 points. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how things go with rivals, and then Gauntlet will be probably on Wednesday. Which for those who don't know, when it comes to Gauntlet, I only use PMP squads. So we'll have the Barcelona squad, USA squad, United squad. Supposedly they're going to increase Gauntlet to like 4 or 5 teams, which in that case the fourth team will be like a all French league team, like slash French players. So it'll be like a league. It'll be a team where I only use players who played in French league or is French. But today's video we're trying to highlight some players. We're going to highlight our EVO on Schertenleib. For those who have been rocking with your boys since the beginning of the game, we had one of our first EVOs in the game was Sydney. Took her silver card and put it in the initial EVO that you can do during the web app, because at the time you couldn't play the actual game itself. You just did web app with the web app. Put her silver card into an EVO for then, and then I EVO'd that card pretty much right until she's like 86 overall. And then they came out with a team of the week, which my EVO is still better, but I'm the kind of person who loves having dynamics. So I was like, I don't care that my EVO is better than the team of the week. I want a dynamic, so I switched to EVO on the dynamic instead of EVO on my actual chain. So it is what it is. I count them as being the same because again my EVO is better. But right now we're putting her to another EVO. We put her through numerous EVOs beforehand. During Team of the Year as well. So now we're gonna put her into the birthday EVO that a lot of people put Dino into. We're putting her into that because to me she looks better than Dino. I care about stats a lot, but also being unique. So we're going with her instead of Dino. Dino will put into some of the EVOs as well. It also kind of helps that I do have the 93 Dino too. So it's like I'm not really like feeling forced to like do his 88. But his 88 will still get freaking EVO by me. We're just gonna like pivot from putting him into the new EVO and have City in it instead. Outside of that, we're working with our full version of Sergio Busquets and working with the Frankie de Jong SBC, where a lot of people are like, oh, it's too expensive. Like if you got the fodder, you got the fodder. The idea of expensive is based on how much fodder you do or don't have, in my opinion. And that's what we put Cholos Joyce into the new keeper EVO. So we'll see what she can be doing as well as we close in on 1,000 games with Cholos Joyce. Outside of that, nothing's really changed. So let's go ahead and get games rivals and see if we can cook. The situation be a lot nicer. Be a lot nicer for Frankie to make that run he made. Some Cholos Joyce. Get that ball out. Sydney, go forward. Oh, come on. I'm trying to like do a pass. And also Sydney's not running forward. You're on Shadow Striker, run. Like, god damn, bruh. Just the usual, people pull their players out of position to freaking get close to you. Nice and Sydney. Oh man, what a pass from Sydney. You've been playing a 4-4-1 for almost a fucking full last year. You wouldn't know what a freaking an actual piece of skill was if it hit you in the freaking face. Trying to pass a Frankie right there, but of course this game's this game. EA, what is that animation, bruh? Trying to pass to Frankie. EA just said nope. I'm trying to pull back. EA, let me control my player, bro. Real football. Trying to pass the ball, but apparently Pena is just so much faster and stronger than Frankie de Jong. You just watch Pena beat Frankie de Jong with the freaking ball. Just according to EA, that makes sense. Trying to pass to Busquets. His game is so bad, man. His passes. Just chilling all sides. Game is crazy. Your passes don't go where you want them to go to. Then you have players who just chill all sides. Now he's celebrating, pussy. Oh my god, I'm trying to pass a freaking... We're getting jockeyed by Messi, everybody. Game's in a freaking draw because this game caters to freaking pussies, man. On. I'm trying to do a ping pass to freaking Sydney. Nice. Here we go. Not me go. He does have better shooting now. We've done small EVOs on her. We gave her some passing play styles, gave her 99 for composure. He also has +4, +3 shooting comparisons before. Come on. Look at the entire family in the freaking box and just bounces. Everything bounces to him. We should have a goal right there, but we don't because this game caters to bad players. Come on, EA. We're missing shots like crazy. They put too much power on it. That's the real answer to that. There we go, Sydney goal. We're scoring a lot of finesse shots right now because this guy's parking the bus hard. And honestly, the best way to deal with people who park the freaking bus is just take distance shots. I mean, 25. At 25, at the beginning of the year, everyone's playing like 5 at the back. That's what everybody do. From the game's release until freaking December, that's when EA started to, like, you know, nerf 5 at the backs. People were just spamming freaking Trivelis. It was the literal only way you could score, because people just stacked the freaking box. I have not shot this many freaking finesse shots in a single freaking game in a while, but this guy's parking the absolute fuck out of the bus and just playing for count. Just too many people in a fucking box. You beat one person, just 80 more people in front of you. Like how we won that ball and it went right to my freaking player. That ball gets to him a little quicker than that. Get a goal. Man, that's how this game's played. The only goals anyone scores is on counters. No. That's some Grosso. You thought, pussy. On the first pass I made was meant for Lindsay Heaps. You can't pass what you want to pass in this freaking game. EA, I have the ball. Let me pass it. You just mentioned me saying that I got lucky, everybody. This guy right here. He's now spamming a freak message. First, he's spamming a laughing emote. Then he said, you got lucky, then a heart. This community, bro. You lost 7-3. Like, no one's going to put 7 goals when you got luck. You suck. You're playing a meta fucking formation. You're parking on a freaking bus and still allow 7 goals. Think of that. You have your entire team in a box, and you still gave 7 goals. You're trash. Anyway, Sydney was fine. We'll say there's anything that I noticed about her that was like something I need to work on or what I want to improve with the card. Obviously, she can use more passing for a cam. You know, as at a cam, you don't really want 88 passing, so we want to work on that for her. But you also gotta remember that she can also play as a right mid, right wing, and a left wing as well. Which at that point, 88 passing, you know, doesn't really hurt all that much when we play her on the wings. That's why versatility is a very, very important thing. My chain Evo on her actually have freaking CM rolls too, so it would be able to be a CM if I would have kept Evo on that card. And even because of her passing, like she has 92 short passing and 90 vision, so her actual passing is actually like way better than you would think it'd be. The face stat doesn't tell you the full story because her curve is really low, so is her free kick accuracy. But 90 vision, 92 short passing, 89 long passing, 89 crossing. That's actually a very, very like high stats when it comes to passing if you just ignore free kick accuracy and curve. But she has like very low like defensive stats, so you know, putting her in the midfield is just not ideal. But either way, you know, as a cam, she was doing phenomenal. You know, do I think she performed better than say like my Messi card? No, but that's only because the body types matter. You know, we all know that shorter players perform better in game than taller players. She's 5'8", Messi's like 5 foot. Well, she's 5'10". Messi's like 5'7", 5'6". I don't remember, but he's a short player. You know, he's a shorter player. Shorter players have a better time moving around the field, whereas like taller players don't. It's still fine. Like taller players can still move, but they don't move as good as a shorter player. So that's something that you always have to keep in mind when it comes to using like a taller player. Is that they aren't going to be, they're not going to be as smooth as at dribbling as a smaller player, right? But outside of that, you know, she scored, you know, a lot of goals, took a lot of build-up plays, and some assists. If I would have had more goals, there's some shots that I missed today with both her and Wilson, where I put too much freaking power on my shots. That's a me issue, not a her issue. Before we wrap things up, Busquets Evo, phenomenal. Frankie, also phenomenal. I want to mention Frankie real quick though, because I didn't talk about him in the other videos that I did that he was in. But a lot of people mention this Frankie card. A lot of people mention him in an aspect of it not being worth doing. If you are someone who's a fan of Ajax or Barcelona, or just a Frankie de Jong fan, and you have the fodder, there's no reason not to do it. Like none, in my opinion. You know, I was watching Nate Foot Accountant stream today, and someone had said they just faced someone who had Lothar Matthäus, and people in chat was like, that's crazy, because you know the reason why people say it's crazy because it's expensive. Not that it's a bad card, just he's expensive. And so what's that comment? Maybe he's a German fan, and so you got to keep that in mind when it comes to like SBCs or any card for that matter. Some people don't care about the price. What they care about is a player they like. Frankie de Jong is one of my favorite players for Barcelona. Like when it comes to like the active team for like the last, you know, 5+ years, Frankie de Jong is one of my favorite players on the team. You're more likely to use him than use Lamine. I'm not a Lamine fan. You know, I'm an honest person. You know, Lamine rubs me off the wrong way. So I tend to not really like using his cards. You know, we've had his player of the month. You know, then because like Firmino, we have a Firmino card, but we have not Evo'd at all. Something about Firmino just I just don't really connect with him. Like Araujo, he makes a lot of dumb decisions, but I like Araujo. You know, Joao Cancelo can't defend for shit, but I like him. You know, so there's certain players you just gravitate towards, and one of my favorite players, you know, for Barcelona, pretty much since he even got to the freaking team to begin with, has been Frankie de Jong. Like every year we go through this cycle of will he leave? Will he leave? Will he leave? And I'm just sitting like, please don't leave, please don't leave, please don't leave. So the reason I did the SBC is one, I have fodder. Two, wasn't doing any other SBCs. You gotta remember, I only do SBCs of players who I actually have a connection to. I don't do SBCs of like just of meta players. I don't really care. Like you won't see me using Bernardo Silva. I don't SBC meta players. I only SBC on people who I don't have a connection to, be it an American player or a player from my favorite team. So Frankie, I had the fodder. I did it. You know, no problem. And people, one of the things I see people talk about is no intercept. You don't even freaking notice it. You know, because his interception stats are 91. So the stats cover up for it enough to where you don't notice it's not there. Do you want it there? Of course you do. You want every meta play stat you can get in this game, but you don't notice it as much because he has high enough stats. At the same time, even when it comes to like Inception, you know, I don't keep invoking his name for obvious reasons, but even he wasn't like, you know, hating the card like a lot of people do, and he kept using the card even after his review of the card. A good card is a good card. He has the most meta frequent play styles in the game with Incisive, Ping Pass, and Tiki Taka. He also gets Inventive, which for those who don't know, this works very, very well with this. Why? Trivela passing. For those watching videos and you have a keen eye, you might notice one thing. I do a lot of Trivela passes. A lot. I do more Trivela passes than actual Incisive passes. Like, I don't spam Incisives, but I do spam Ping passes, and I do spam Trivela passes. Your Trivela passes are more accurate with Inventive, and if you have Incisive. He does anticipate. Even if he doesn't have an intercept, he at least has one of the two most meta defense playstyles. He also has press proven, which is very, very useful on midfielders. Also has technical, comes in handy. Also has bruiser, one of the most meta playstyles in the game. You know, so still a great card. My biggest beef with this card is more so that he doesn't have plus for freaking box crasher and plus box to box. Those are the positions that I play him at more than anything else. Me personally, at least. But anyways, that's it for me. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll catch you guys on the next one. The next video, we'll try to get more play styles on Lindsay Heaps. I think my Incisive should be ready to go on her now. I think I'll wait 2 days for finesse shot. Also, we're doing an EVO on Julia Grasso. There's a new CDM center mid EVO out today. I think you put on other players as well. She fits it, and to me, she looks really good in it. So I'm gonna put her into it. So I'm gonna give her, already gave her a pace boost. So I'm gonna give her a shooting boost, which she already got as well. So I'm gonna give her a passing boost. So she gets 2 more passing than she has right now. Make sure y'all can see it. So I'm gonna give a +1 to her dribbling. So she have 92 passing, 90 dribbling, 87 defense, and 85 physical when this EVO's done. And I just love the idea of that because she just looks really, really good. You know, she looks very, very good. Honestly, she might replace Busquets. Even at this stage, she's already like, you know, other than defending and physical. For box to box, I'm okay with that. Even, or Frankie for that matter. I'm okay with that. She looks freaking really, really good. She looks really good. We had her on freaking Rodman instead of freaking Frankie. But yes, likely it'd be Busquets, not Frankie, but yeah. Solo choice, pretty good. It's always say this when it comes to keepers. It's hard to judge keepers because this game is ass. Some games a keeper can be absolutely insane, and some games they're just utter shit. You know, like for example, the first video I did with Czech, he was ass. I used Czech yesterday in the exhibition, phenomenal, absolutely insane. We did that exhibition. We won 8 games, only lost 2, and Czech was great. Czech was great, but the video before that, it was terrible. So keepers are hit or miss, but she was doing pretty good today. But yeah, catch you guys next video. Being with your Archer. See you guys. I'm out of here. Stay safe. Deuces.